elsewise.
Yeah. Oh, good then. So, just getting everything set up. So, welcome to this week's one-to-one. This week's one-to-one is with Ian Cank of Merseyside, Runcorn, isn't it, Ian?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So, could you tell me a bit about your channel and what you do on your channel?
Well, I've got me DJI Phantom 3 professional, and I pretty much just travel around the UK and some places abroad, just filming different places. I do a lot at the moment down at the Mersey Gateway construction, which is our new bridge that's getting built, which has been getting built for the last 3 years. Check that out on the channel because there's a lot of different footage. But I film a bit of everything. It's not just one subject that I go down and film. I kind of film a lot of different things, whatever I can find to film, really.
So, do you use any other camera besides your drone? Do you get ground shots, or are you just an aerial videographer, photographer?
Well, I do a bit of both. I've got some GoPros. I've actually got we've got 3 GoPros. I've got a Session, a GoPro Hero 4, and I've got a 3 Plus as well, Hero. They are more for me scuba diving and jet skiing, stuff like that when we're abroad. Which one of the videos is from the Bahamas over Christmas and just gone. I've also got a Canon 5D Mark IV, which that doesn't really come out. That's just mainly for the business, really, because as I said last night, I'm a DJ. I do a lot of weddings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that now and then comes out, but that's only personal use, the big camera. A lot of it now is via the drone.
Yeah, and I've watched quite a few of your footage that you've put on, the videos that you've put on. So, is the wife, with having a wife, does it cause problems with you travelling about with the drone, going all over the country, or does she go with you?
Well, me and Carol work together with the business because I do the DJing and Carol's the venue dresser, so she does like chair covers, dance floors, and stuff like that. Helps out. So it's both of us with the business. When I'm going abroad, unfortunately, I can never leave her at home. She always demands that she wants to go. So unfortunately, she's always there. So she doesn't mind. I think she enjoys it, to be fair. Once I say I'm going away, she's like, "Oh, can we go here?" So she gives the ideas as well.
Yeah, I don't blame her on that, Ian.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been running your business and so forth?
Well, the business has been going for 18 years now. Me as a DJ, it's took off in the last 2 to 3 years. I got in with a couple of high clients, which sent me a long way. So I do now. I did last year 267 weddings, and there's 10 of us, so I've got a couple of members of staff in total. With the drone stuff, I've been doing that for about 18 months. I'm hoping for that to take off a bit more. Fingers crossed, but you can only do so much, can't we?
Yeah. So have you thought, with having the Phantom 4, have you thought about doing your CAA license?
With the Phantom, I've got a Phantom 3 professional.
Yeah.
I have looked into it. I am now, because the rules are changing, I am considering it a lot more. Just so I can do it at the weddings and stuff like that, because they will not allow me to film at all because it's commercially for the weddings. I have been asked to film a number of different places, like for hotels and stuff, but obviously I can't because of the license, which I'm hoping the rules do change for it, that we all need this license. I would definitely be up for going for it. It's just the price at the moment what's putting me off.
Yeah, it's a lot, because talking to Lee, Drone Journey, I mean, he's paid for his £1,200 odd for the course, and then he's finished the course, got the license, but I've been on to him tonight, and he's got £159 to pay out for FOC or whatever it is, and then so much more. So by the time you've ended up paying for everything, it's nearly £2,000.
Yeah, it's not just that as well. The insurance, I believe, A lot of the companies are wanting over £600-700 for a £10 million public liability for it. I've got public liability already. I can't remember who it's through. I think I paid about £300 to £400 for mine. Mine's only about £2 million public liability I've got though. On it. I got that just more of why I was out in the public anyway. So if it did come down at any time, damage anyone's property, I'm covered for that. But when you want them to go in commercially, it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah,
but there's a guy by me called Simon. I think it's Simon Stickland. I think his second name is. Runs Dragons Limited, and he does a lot of aerial photography. And he was telling me he spent enough £10,000 to get his business up and running commercially for doing it. So, but he's got I think is it Inspired he's got though. On it. So, but it's a lot of money. I am considering it and going into it, but the work would have to be there for it.
Yeah, and that's the problem, isn't it? You know, I mean, we're talking to Lee Drown Journey. There's more money in doing the courses than there is in actually doing it as a commercial business.
Yeah, it's a problem you've got, and I think if the rules do change, we've all got to go commercial on it. We've got to need a license for the drones. I think the people who are out there more serious will go and get one so they can keep the drones. It's going to stop all these idiots flying around. There is people out there I know who haven't got a license but are getting paid for footage. He's a local guy to me. He claims he's got a license. When I spoke to him a number of different times, he's kind of slipped up with a few things, and I thought, "Ooh, I wonder if you have or you haven't." So, but it's one of them. I think that's your problem. Is people who haven't got the license are doing it commercially, and that's what we need to clamp down on, really. And then people who do get a license can earn a bit of decent money from it.
Yeah, I agree on that, Ian. You know, but it's like you at wedding venues. If you don't charge them, if you do a flyover an hotel, I would have thought that would have been all right.
But the problem you've got is the venues, like one local to me called Carden Park. The guy who actually owns it has bought Wolverhampton Football Club. He will not allow any drone to go off, even just as doing it as a hobby, go off without public liability and without showing that you've got a license for commercial. And a lot of the bigger hotels are asking for the license straight off for it. So that's one of their rules. It's like me when I'm DJing, they ask for my public liability and they ask for me pat test. I can't step foot into there without that proof that I've got that. Which is, it's good. I'm glad they are clamping down on it. Just needs to get these idiots out of the way, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, fully agree there, Ian. Yeah. So you said last night that you were going away, hopefully shortly, and you're going to be taking your drone. Whereabouts are you going to?
We're actually going to Orlando, Florida. So me and Carol go over there 2 to 3 times a year. We spend the whole of Christmas over there and just go. Well, I went to Thailand in October for 2 weeks, coming up from Thailand, and then we went over to Florida and spent the whole of Christmas over in Florida, New Year. I did a bit of a fly around over there, which is actually on my channel, the fly around for that. Absolutely great places over in Florida. And the problem is, within the last, I think it was February, and the rules changed. The rules have changed in Orlando, where if you want to do a flight now, you have to go online and pay $20 per flight.
Yeah.
You've got to have your name, your number, and all that on the aircraft itself, which I've already got my name and number and all that on it anyway. But you've got to register through one of their US sites, and I think I paid $5 for that when I got over into the. Might have been a little bit more. I think with tax, I think it worked out $6 or $7.
Yeah, which ain't bad, really.
Yeah. So well, that was everything was fine for that. But since the rules have changed, it's now $20 per flight, or you can pay like a yearly fee, which is about £120 for it. But it's only in the Orlando area. So if I go down to somewhere like Key West,
Yeah.
the rules are not the same as up in Orlando. So you can fly as much as we can over here in the UK.
Yeah.
But we will be traveling in May. We go down to Miami, and we'll be going up to Port Canaveral because there's a few cruise ships. And we've got Treasure Island on the agenda for doing it over there as well.
Yeah.
Which I've done Treasure Island before.
So whereabouts do you stop when you go over to Treasure Island?
We don't, because we stop in Orlando itself. We usually hire a car. We've got a friend who works at Enterprise.
Yeah.
We get a car nice and cheap while we're over there.
Yeah.
So we normally just back and through, but we normally stay in Lake Buena Vista.
Yeah, because for what 10 years, I stopped at the Satellite Hotel on Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Every November we used to go over for 6 weeks and stop there. You know.
We love Florida. So we're always 2-3 times a year. We're over there. I'm over there in May, and then I've got to come back because wedding season's in full swing now over here. So I'll be back then till October, and then I'll probably end up back over in either Vegas or Florida, October, November time, and then the whole of January and February next year, I'm doing Florida and Vegas. So.
Yeah. So have you managed to ever get any work over in Vegas or?
I've got a few friends who are DJs over in Vegas. I can go and DJ over there pretty much now if I want to. The only thing is the money's nowhere near as good as it is here.
Well, that surprises me.
No, it's some of the pubs and clubs over there. It's not good money at all. What I earn for 3 hours work over here, I'd have to do 6 to 8 hours over there. So, bit of a difference.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. So, whereabouts are most of your weddings in this coming season? I know we're getting away from drones, but it's just interesting to find out about your channel and what you get up to.
Mainly, it's the Northwest. So, Manchester, Liverpool, the area I'm from. So, I do a lot in Manchester, like Aldridge Edge, Wimslow, stuff like that. And then Liverpool City Centre. But I do a few up in like the Lake District. I've got in the next, I think, 3 months, I'm up in Scotland 2 to 3 times. I've got down in London, Birmingham, so up and down really. The main majority of work is the Manchester, Liverpool area. That's where a lot of the hotels are local to myself. But we do travel up and down, anywhere really.
Very interesting. So, what would you like to see how your channel would grow? In what direction do you want to go with your channel?
We're trying to. The idea, Carol doesn't really get involved with the YouTube channel. It's all me. I'm trying to just put as much videos as the drone footage. I'm still learning, so I want to get like the editing a lot better for it. I've just ordered some new filters for the drone, ND filters. So I'm hoping when they turn up, they can get a bit better color and stuff like that. I'm going to start blogging a lot more. I am going to start blogging when we're over in like the States with the drone footage. I am looking at getting a DJI Osmo within the next couple of weeks, so we can do a lot more blogging. So that's what I'm after. I'm doing a lot more blogging on the channel. Yeah,
and what do you think about live streaming as well? Because a lot of people now are getting into live streaming, like myself. I mean, I've only been doing this about 4 weeks now, the live stream, but my subscriber count's gone up. I'm getting a lot more. I'm meeting a lot more YouTubers, more creators. That's what I want to get into doing. A lot more assisting or going out with meeting other creators, you know, and producing films between us.
Pretty much, that's the same as myself. The live streaming, this is my second time I've ever done it. First time was last night with yourself. So this is my second time. I do go and do a lot of live streaming through Facebook by my drone. Again, that's my personal page that I've got. I am looking at setting a drone page up on my Facebook so we can get a lot more activity going on it. So there's a lot more YouTubers, people with drones like yourself. So we can all come together and get tips off each other and help each other out, really.
Do you know that Drone Journey, Lee has got his own Facebook page called Drone Journey.
Yeah, well, I've been talking to him. He's commented after you reviewed me video today, which, by the way, I thank you for.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people subscribe to me today through yourself. So I got talking. It's Lee, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few of his links. I've actually liked his page today. I've just not had chance to go through it. I've actually been out with the drone again today. Not doing much with it, to be honest, because my dad also owns a DJI Phantom 4. And he's not the technical guy like I am. So some of the settings he couldn't kind of work around. So we've been helping each other out today. Stood in the middle of the field, just flying around in circles.
So hopefully we'll see that footage of your dad's as well then.
Yeah, well, my dad does a lot of footage down at the bridge with myself. My dad's a bit nervous with his at the moment. I don't think he's gone any more than 50 meters away from him with it. So he sends it up in the air. He takes a few pictures, but he's trying to get just a bit of better with the camera and stuff like that. A lot of these pictures was very cloudy and stuff, like a white mist over them. He had it on, I think it was D-Log, he had it set on. My dad's not into editing on a software, so a lot of his pictures were coming through very like dark and the colours weren't there. So we've been playing around with that today, and if it's sort of not that, he looks a lot better today. But my dad's got footage, so between me and my dad, you will see some footage come together.
Oh, that's brilliant. So what editing software do you use then?
I've only got a software which on the iPad is called Splice. You can pretty much edit whatever you want. You can change color, contrast, stuff like that. Put music to it. It's simple. It's easy. It's nothing fancy. It just does the tricks, putting the videos together. So you can cut and trim stuff like that on there. But it's called Splice. Good app. A friend of mine through the wedding business that we have. She's a videographer and a photographer. She put me onto it. I was asking on Facebook a couple of months ago, and she said try it out. And I've never used anything else since, really. Yeah,
well, you get used to a particular editing software, don't you? You know, I mean, I use Premiere Pro and Grass Valley Edius 8 or Edius 8.
Yeah,
I've used all the ones on the Mac. You know, I've used Movie Maker. I've used the Cyberlink one, but I still prefer Adobe. You know, because when you rent it, you get all the packages. You know, you get the audio, you get Lightroom, you get the photo editors, and they're all brilliant.
Everything.
I think Matt Big Dream, he also does that. You know, but he gets it at a cheaper rate than me because he's got kids, so he gets it the student rate.
Yeah.
If you've got any grandkids or anything like that, I believe you can still do it as long as it's in their name and you put it on your computer. You know.
This Splice, it's free to download it on the iPad, like your iPhone stuff. I think you can get it on, if you're on Android, I think you can get it on that. So it's great, but it's simple, it's easy. I've messed around with it, put the words on it, stuff like that. You can change it times, stuff like that. You can edit on it. It was mainly for me GoPro videos because GoPro updated their app, and it's no longer a GoPro app anymore. I think it went down to something called Quick. So it all changed. So I ended up with this Splice then for the drone footage, but you can go through GoPros, stuff like that, to put that footage on. So I've never put a GoPro video through, I don't think, as of yet. Actually, no, I might have done the Bahamas one. There's a video with the Orlando Eye, that's through the drone. And then there's a video of me and Carol on a jet ski on this private island of Disney's. I went through the software on that, but I had a bit of trouble with the copyrights, which you remember me and yourself was having a bit of trouble with certain songs. So I think I ended up knocking the audio off on it, but the video's on my channel. If anyone wants to check it out, they can do.
Yeah, I see Matt's Big Dream just says GoPro makes the Splice app.
Yeah, it's It does say when you go onto the App Store, it is for a GoPro. I think Splice has something to do with the GoPro now. Said the Go app and the GoPro app had disappeared, which I was a bit gutted about because it used to be a half decent app. Again, I didn't really used to edit. I've only just got used to editing my videos, so I'm a newbie to that one. So I'm on YouTube looking at tips and stuff like that to try and get myself sorted. So,
yeah, that's the way we all learn, isn't it? From tutorials on YouTube, you know. I mean, that's the way I learned to fly my drone. First time, you know, before I went and got it, I looked at no end of videos on flying drones, and I thought to myself, all seems quite simple. So then I went to a place in Huddersfield called Drones Direct, and they let you fly there, do a test flight. And I was going to get the standard, but I ended up with the advanced.
Fancy it.
In the end, you know, but I really wanted the 4, but it was pennies. And I've been looking at me subs today. Graham Barker, I subscribe to him. He lives in Northamptonshire. He's a wildlife videographer, and he's put on a new video tonight, uploaded a new video on the new Panasonic FZ82. Got a 60-time optical zoom on. So it looks like I'm going to be spending another 380 or 390 quid on a new camera.
Yeah, this is the thing. That's probably one thing that Carol doesn't like with me. As I said last night, I don't like football, but I am a bit of a gadget kind of freak. I am into my gadgets. I do like a decent camera. I do like a decent laptop, stuff like that. We're that bad. We've got 2 Xbox Ones in this house. There's only 2 as we live here.
So you're into gaming as well. So you're into gaming as well, aren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, so I do a bit of gaming, but I've got the Xbox One upstairs, one downstairs. So I do like my gadgets. But I'm looking at this new DJI Osmo Plus, which looks very, very nice. I just want to have a play with one first. I've seen a lot of videos, look pretty neat. So as soon as I can have a play with one, I'll probably end up buying one.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's the only problem, isn't it? That in this country, you don't get the opportunity to try before you buy.
Well, they had one in the traffic centre Apple store, and when I went in, I knew he had one because he had the Mavic on show there, and he had one of the Osmos on show. And the day I went in, I've got the iPhone 6S. It was when they had the battery problems. So I had to go in, and it was on show there. I didn't have a play with this Osmo, and didn't think anything of it. I went back last week to say to this guy, "Can I have a play with it?" And he said, "No, because somebody's robbed it." Oh, great. And I said, "Is there any chance we can have a look at one up close?" And he said, "Only if you're going to buy it." I said, "Great."
Yeah, well, and that is the problem wherever you go. They won't let you have a go, will they? They won't let you test them out.
He said Selfridges had one. We went into Selfridges and we couldn't see one in Selfridges. So I've not had a chance to have a look at one. I believe Jessop's in Manchester City Centre. I believe they have one on show because they have a large range of different drones on show in the Manchester store. So we're hoping next time we're in Manchester, popping in and having a look. Fingers crossed I can have a play with one for 10 minutes. So make my mind up on it.
Oh, that's good. I see we've got 10 watching, and they're talking amongst themselves, all our friends. There's Kevin on, there's Fish on, and Matt's Big Dream, and Drone Encounters is watching as well, and he said he wasn't going to have anything more to do with me.
Well,
after I made a comment on the video.
Yeah, I can't see any comments from this side, so you can all say whatever you want about me. I can't see anything.
No, they're all saying nice things about you, saying it's a good one.
That's good.
But I did get a thumbs down last week on me one-to-one with Sean. First thumbs down I've ever had. And he said we went on too much. So we've been on about 20 minutes now. So we've learned a bit about you. I'm trying to keep them about 20 minutes long.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
And then people will stay on and watch them, I think, Ian, you know. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll tell you one video if Kevin's on watching. If you check Kevin out, he was on last night with us.
Yeah.
He's, I think it's his first drone video he said he's put up of being around a windmill. Have a look at that video. That's I was very, very impressed by it last night. I was watching it just after we got off from the live stream.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
I'll send you a link on Hangouts over to you about one that I haven't done, but someone in Grimsby. I don't know him personally, but I subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's done the Humber Bridge. He's done Grimsby Dock Tower. He's been out to Hale Fort in the Humber, and he's also done Waltham Windmill. And they're all very good videos.
Good footage.
So, fantastic footage. So I'll send you a link to his channel, and then if you like, you can go, because I haven't reviewed them yet. Because I've still got.
He's a guy you might want to review. My dad put me onto him yesterday. He's originally from Birmingham, but he now lives in Santa Ponsa in Mallorca, and he runs his own drone company now over there, and he's called Reborn Drones, and it comes up as soon as you type it on YouTube. It comes up straight away. Some of his footage of Mallorca is breathtaking, and he's using a Phantom 4 with an Inspire as well, I believe. He's only got about 6 or 7 videos of them there. The videos he has put up are absolutely breathtaking. Really stunning. So my dad's, I don't know how my dad found him, but my dad's found him. My dad's been talking with him. And my dad said to me, "Have a look at his videos." So we had a quick look, and they are really, really good.
Oh,
so that's Reborn Drones, that.
Yeah, I'll have a look at his channel then. Mark of MC Drones has just said to put on Osmo Mobile is great. He loves his, and you can become very creative on it. So
well, a lot of the videos.
I don't know what
a lot of videos I've seen.
Yeah, sorry, Ian.
Go on, Keith.
I was going to say, if you subscribe to MC Drones, it's well worth subscribing to.
I'll have a look for him in a second. I said the wife's watching Real Housewives of Cheshire. So I'm going to go missing in about 10 minutes. So I never watched that with her. So just let her crack on with that. So I'll have a good look through YouTube while she's watching that.
Yeah. Okay then, Ian. So I appreciate you doing this one-to-one with me. I also appreciate all the guys who have been on watching us and making comments and talking amongst themselves. And hopefully later this week, I'm going to get on to Matt's Big Dream, hopefully Wednesday night.
Yeah, cool.
So
you let us know and I'll tune in.
Yeah, I really appreciate this chat with you, Ian, and I've learnt a lot, and I am pleased that you are in my circles.
Just keep it. You too, buddy. It's always nice to talk.
Okay then, thanks. Bye then.
Bye.
Bye.